everybody, Hail Mary to everybody, it's MicheleMarieDalene. Today we have some news to go through, and we're going to plow through these stories, obviously, as we go. First of all, at this point, okay, the YouTube channel grants, at this point, my application is still pending, okay? Number two, I contacted Bob at the restaurant Jonathan Cox tried to give me a job interview with. And he told me, he said, I really don't need anybody right now. He said, I've got a full crew. But he said, what skills you got? I said, well, I worked in food service most of my adult life, which I have. Got most experience as dishwasher. He said, well, I don't need a dishwasher right now, but, you know, I got your phone number, said I'll go contact you and let you know. The place, by the way, I didn't mention, was, I will mention now since obviously at this point, it's not going to happen immediately, is called the Red Rooster Saloon, located at 900 Main Street here in Winston, Connecticut. It's a steakhouse and a bar, pub, and they have live concerts and stuff there too. It's right off, right on Main Street. It used to be called, was a prior bar prior to that one in the same building. I think it was originally called, when it was still gray color, it was called the Meadowbrook Cafe. Like I said, he said, I don't really need anybody right now. So, now, who else I contacted? I contacted Food for Liberty, and I contacted GetToTea.com, and I contacted Cumberland Farms here in the headquarters in Massachusetts, and asked them if they also would like me to help sponsor my channel, so that we can try to begin the process of trying to bring in some steady income. Now, what I mean is I'm going to have advertisers. I don't have a problem with that. The thing I do have a problem with is that some of you guys, I think, have a very misunderstanding of what my disabilities are, and I have several video clips up about that, about my disabilities, and so I'm not going to go through and rehash every single piece. For one thing, I want to keep this on these updates short, but I would suggest if you watch the clips about my eyesight in my videos, you know something about me. Oh, how is your eyes doing? Well, this morning I saw a little bit better little pupil in my right eye. So sometimes the KC eye drops really do work good, and sometimes not so much. I guess it depends on the day of the week. So it seems like. I don't think that's literally the case, but right now, they're holding their own. Now, let's see. Am I as exciting as Graph 3 Yard Girl? No. Am I as exciting as BigClive.com? No. Am I as exciting as Foil Introduction? Hell no. Am I as exciting as Gary Franchi of the Next News Network? I'd say it's a close. It's a closer tie than with the other guys. Am I as exciting as Abe? No. Am I as exciting as EE Vlog? No. Am I as exciting as Fran Blanche? No. And what am I excited? What's so special about me? I'm me. I'm MicheleMarieDalene, and that's who I am. And we cover on this channel so many different things over the years that sometimes it's hard to determine what makes my channel so unique. But as I got older, the channel's been around for since 2000 and Holy crap. 2011? Yeah, 2011. 6 years I've covered everything. I mean, from presidential elections to in the primaries to the unboxing videos to I had a couple in-guest studio guests on my cable channel, Welcome to My World. We had a local author named James Farrell. That video went over like a lead balloon. If you watch my Welcome to My World channel, you would know that. Don't ask me to share it on here because two reasons. Number one, the way YouTubers, they think I'm trying to plagiarize another channel, and it was my own channel. That's just tell you, if you want to see that, you can go over to my Welcome to My World channel, a channel which unfortunately looks like a giant museum of good ideas that just never quite materialized the way they wanted them to. And now the YouTube grants, I'm a little confused about this part of it, so please bear with me, boys and girls, because I'm not quite sure what she said. Something is that we have about $283 potentially available for you right now. What do you mean potentially available for me right now? I mean, are you guys actually having a fundraiser and quietly raising the money in the background and trying to drum up support to get more people to donate to the goal of $5,000? I mean, I don't know how that works. I said to Nice, I said, could you let me know when you get to 500, please? I said, I could get something with 500. And the reason I said that is because, well, this microphone here, oh, yeah, is the only really good microphone I got. And I want to get another one of these. This is a Shure SM57 microphone. It's a musical microphone used for musical instruments. It's also good for vocals. Providing you're not sitting right on top of it, which I'm not. So, yeah, you know, I mean, the Pile microphone I originally bought when I started out, I still have that. Let me get that one and show you something. The innards of this is not the standard innards of the Pile. This has been totally rebuilt from the ground up. It's unfortunately the original plastic case cracked, and I had to put electrical tape around it, or the XLR plug keeps falling out. Okay, it's got a brand new, well, not now, it's not new because it's been used for so long. It's got a replacement microphone cartridge with windscreen, and do not attempt to disassemble. Okay, seriously guys, there'd be really no reason to disassemble a microphone in the first place. Okay, but this is the replacement capsule in here. I'm not going to take it apart. And it's got aluminum wiring in this, and this microphone has been kicked around the house so many times. It's been dropped and thrown, and it looks like derelict from Skid Row. And the plug doesn't always make good contact on it. Of course, the switch is removed, which is something I do anyway, because having a switch on the microphone is ask any audio engineer how much problem that becomes because you switch the microphone sound out. You can't tell if the cable's bad or the microphone's bad. You can't tell because the switches out the signal. So, and then of course about the stands. This is the same stand is on the other microphone. I bought that separately. These cheap Chinese stands originally there was nothing in here for weight. I mean, they did have plaster, but it wasn't enough. So I put even more plaster in it. And then originally I had a glued on a foam base. You can see this one stuck at it. Okay. Then the reason the base is so that it cuts back on booming. Like when you hit the table, because there's no shock absorbing ability on these microphones. And so the $5,000, if I can get the full $5,000, it would be great because we can buy a lapel microphone that can go in here on my clothes. And then it's a wired dynamic microphone. So then I could slip the XLR cable underneath my clothes and attach it to my dress, the clip, so it doesn't get ripped out. And then I can actually have a microphone on me at all times. So I don't have to worry about pointing the microphone at me. I say, well, wouldn't a boom microphone be better? I mean, a boom microphone is good choice. Yes, it certainly has its value. I'm not going to dismiss a boom microphone. I've seen a lot of cheaper condenser ones, both phantom power and self-powered condensers that use a 9-volt battery or sometimes 2 AA's to power the condenser microphone element. But again, like I said before, with the little lapel lavalier microphones that go on your clothes that use batteries inside, is that if the microphone itself does not, especially does not have to turn it off, the battery is going to go dead, and then when you need it most, there won't be no microphone. Okay, I had a gem sound microphone that had that exact problem. Was that it was a condenser mic. It was kind of more like this, but it was metal. And unfortunately, sometimes I forget to turn the switch off, and then the next thing you know, I go back to play the tape, or I sit down to record the video, and I see that my AA battery is dead as a doorknob, and I can't. And I don't have any spares in the house, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't even speak. No one's gonna hear me. So phantom power is as I said yesterday, is good, but unfortunately, phantom power microphones. There are several voltages sometimes used in the phantom power world. The most common voltage today is 48 volts is the classic phantom power voltage, but there's also, and especially for modern condenser microphones, you might see voltages as low as 3 volts. So you're dealing with all kinds of crazy voltages, and I don't want to deal with having to deal with mixed bag of microphones, one being phantom power, one being dynamic, one being a carbon, one being a ribbon microphone, which is kind of cool in its own right. But the point is, I just want to deal with a simple set of dynamic microphones. This microphone here, this is a dynamic, and so is this. This fucker is sensitive, I can tell you. Okay, this is even more sensitive with the new element than the Shure SM57. But the Shure SM57 also has a few features I like, which is important. Number one, it does get some adjacent noise rejections outside of the cardioid pattern. This is kind of omnidirectional. This is a cardioid pattern. So in other words, it makes some sounds kind of like a heart shape. That's where the corner comes in. Something like this. Here's the two lobes. And then things within the lobes here, which is me in this case, is going to get most of the coverage of a cardioid. This has got more, one hell of a sensitivity pattern, but it's definitely not quite as cardioid. This is definitely more unidirectional or omnidirectional, but it does work good for some things, especially if I'm at the soup kitchen. Why? Because it's cheap. No one's going to want to steal a $10 microphone. But at the same time, it's light as hell. It doesn't have any weight to it. It has no metal frame. The thing has a terrible shielding. Sure. Could I buy a few more? Oh, yeah. The base is rattling. That's because the concrete, the plaster is shrinking around that base. But like, the point here is, this microphone, as I said, I used to put on the road because of that reason. It's cheap as crap, and basically it works. But, you know, the thing is nobody wants to steal it. Now, if I go walking around with this microphone, or the SM58, which I don't have, highball. I walked into the studio with that. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry who knows anything about audio gear is going to want to grab the hot little mitts on it. Because they know that this microphone and the vocal version of it with the windscreen, the SM58, is worth a lot more money. They have bring the retail prices of about $100 each. And I paid, if you want to include the new microphone element, I would say I probably paid maybe about $35 for this. You know, including all the rewiring I did to make it work. That's crazy. And when I'm doing, and when push comes to shove, when I have audience in here, say I'm here and Dory's here, and let's say I have a third guest over here. We only got 2 microphones. We ain't gonna cover the whole room. That's where we use this microphone and that microphone together. In other words, we have them on different channels in the mixer so that we can have them pointed towards the different people. Because that way, we can get more sound to reinforcement and pick up both. Everybody on the couch. But you know, the thing is that when it comes to sound reinforcement, there's another very important, sorely needed thing. I did buy parts to retrofit this this SM40 mixer here. Okay, SM68, 67. I am not going to carve up a classic vintage mixer to install a modern piece of Chinesium VU-meter crap into my mixer and ruin the original vintage look of that mixer. No way. No way am I going to do that. Great idea, but you know what the sad truth is if you're going to potentially ruin a beautiful piece of kit, trying to add something to a mixer that's going to add all kinds of additional layers of BS on top of everything else, I'm not gonna play that game. But I do get ideas. Oh yeah, I do. And I'm not going to go into details right now, except to say this. One of the things that we run into as designers, as technicians, as electrical dudes, is putting things together. I like to create things. I like to build things. I like to make things work. And I have some ideas that I'm open to. But, I'm going to say this one time. I am serious when I say this. I am not looking necessarily for handouts as much as I was in the past. I got a roommate now and it helps, okay? That helps a lot. But the thing is, and unlike Jonathan Cox, I don't think you really thought of this. You didn't ask me, do you have a roommate now? Yes, I do. I was working between you and Yori. It's working out fine. But that doesn't mean she's always here every day. I mean, she's not here today. She's probably not going to be here until probably Friday, maybe next week. She's doing personal issues and events. She's going on holiday in July, possibly August too. She's paying me what I said would be a good vacation rent. So basically, act as her storage area. She's going to be paying me $250 rent instead of $350, because that way she's not going to physically be here long enough each time to be out there and say, okay, you gotta pay me $350 regardless. No, I won't negotiate with her, and I did. I said, just pay me $250. So you'll have more money for your trip. And that's what I did. Very important to me. I know some of you might be going, but she's still paying you regardless, $350 a month, no matter if she goes on holiday or not. Well, let's put it this way. If I did do that, you do realize that she wouldn't have the money for her holiday, now would she? Right? Of course not. It's not like she's rolling in the green stuff here either. We're both handicapped. Yet, okay. Now, the point is, I said $250, she said $250. Everybody's agreed. Everybody's happy. Everybody's singing Kumbaya. No problem. No problem. And I will admit, and like I said, I will be disappointed if I don't get the money I want. But like I explained to Tina, I said, if I can't get $5,000, I will negotiate for less. If they can get less, that's fine. I'm not so hardcore against asking for less. Okay? I'm not. If you think about it, it's the same thing with all my other patrons and Patreon.com. I never said you have to pay me a fixed amount of money, whatever it is, in order to receive her channel. I never said that. I don't do it that way. First of all, there's two reasons why. My presentations are not the kind of thing that is going to basically be something like HBO or Cinemax or any other kind of subscription package. What the hell are you going to sign up for? You're watching the Snore channel on Pink Rose Television. You can watch MicheleMarieDalene 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, including when she uses the bathroom and takes a good shit for herself. Oh, really? Like, I want to read how that called Big Brother? Do you really want to see that? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh, I know some of you trolls be going, oh, that'd be so interesting, there. Gee, I can watch Michelle as she takes a good shit on the can. No, I don't think so. There are some places I actually must insist on my privacy, and in the bathroom is one of those places. Okay. Now, however, that doesn't mean that I don't want to have guests. That doesn't mean that I don't want to have people on the show in person. I'd love to have in-studio guests. Really. I want to focus on getting more in-studio guests. Okay? Right now, the thing is, is that I also am willing to listen to you, the commentators, and try to listen to what you got to say. And if you want to be a guest on my show, all you have to do is just send me a request. What would you like to discuss on the show? And please understand, I want you to come to the studio. I know, don't ask me to pay for your room, as I don't have that kind of money. But I probably could put you up for the night, if it's just one person. And if it's a whole entourage, that's a different story. All right? But I mean, I want to have people come in and talk about their things and what they like to do and things like that. Maybe even we could collaborate on a project. I don't know. Maybe me and Grave 3-Yard Girl could collaborate on a project, for example. Or me and Lisa Haven. Or me and Gary Franchi. Or me and Big Clive. Or me and Dave. Why not? It would be really interesting. I'll be honest, I don't know what me and Grave 3-Yard Girl would do. I never figured that out yet. But I can tell you what me and Big Clive could do. The kind of projects we can do, and Abe could do. But the whole point here is that I want to take this channel further than where it's been. Come on, been around 6 years, right? Seen, done it all, tried it all. Some was good, some stunk. The Live Call-In Show was on the Stunk on Ice channel list. Really? Yeah. And whatever you did, so you're going to put a connection in here to record the sound from this phone to the mixer. Might still do that. Okay. We're going to plug what you use. We're going to plug. Alright. First of all, I would have to take this phone apart, or I think I have one that's already broken. I could take it apart take a look at the PC board and see if I can figure out the best way to wire in either a 600 ohm impedance matching transformer or some other circuit. I'll work on it. Okay. Something I've been wanting to work on for a while. Now, so those are some ideas. But the whole idea here is just that we're going to do something. In 6 years, like I said, I've tried a lot of different things. So, I'm still willing to go. And one of the most important things to remember about a channel or any kind of medium is you got to be willing to go and experiment occasionally with new ideas. We got to be willing to say, I'll try something within reason. We tried a call-in show. That was a disaster. That doesn't mean it could never work. It just means that maybe it was just not going to work in this case. Okay? Doesn't mean it could never happen again. It just means that it just didn't work for me this time. So lastly is I want to thank Jonathan Cox for your efforts. But like I said, Bob told me, he says, right now I don't need anything. So I wanted to let you know that. Okay. Alright, so don't be afraid to share these videos with your friends and family. Comment to them. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. And in the near future, on future videos, not this one, not yet. Just like next news network, you'll be hearing from links to our sponsors. But right now, we don't have our sponsors yet. So But I can still tell you anyway, to go check out the foodforliberty.com and getthetea.com. And of course, go to cumberlandfarms.com and look for the special deals on snacks and goodies from Cumberland Farms, which for me is right across the street. So frankly, I usually get coffee there. Coffee's 99 cents. With the tax, it's like $1.05. The price of sodas went up too, to $1.05. So if you want sodas or coffee, it's the same price. Any size, any flavor. Which in one sense kind of makes it easier for Cumberland Farms anyway, because the fact of the matter is some people like iced coffee, some people like iced cola, some people like soda in a coffee cup, some people like it, which is insulated with ice, and some like, believe it or not, some people like warm coffee in a soda cup with ice. So, which is still iced coffee. And I was going to say, what? Okay, well, don't worry about the what. Here's the deal. They accept food stamps, okay? They also sell gasoline. So, if you need gasoline for your generator or for your car, they got it. Okay? They also have some automotive supplies in the stores as well. You can get yourself synthetic motor oil, regular motor oil, brake fluid, transmission fluid, and of course, no, they don't sell spark plugs. That would be nice, but no, they don't sell that. Levine's does over there at the old E&P here in Winston does. Now, I obviously, since tomorrow I do not have to go all the way across town to talk to Bob at the Red Rooster Saloon, I am still going to make an effort to try to go to Super Saver and to the Winston Food Co-op and do some Oceans of Discovery and find out what the real story is about the grocery store in town. I am curious about that. And so I will do that tomorrow. Don't forget, of course, like I said, you are welcome to comment on my channels, my videos. I do read them. Even the trolls. I read you too, but it doesn't mean I'm always going to respond to you. But I will do my best to respond to as many people as I can. And if I feel that your questions are, within my ability to answer, I will do what I can. But for now, thank you for watching this, and I will see you soon. So until tomorrow, bye everybody, guys.